There is a big announcement, and that announcement is taking a new shape, a whole new shape. The zoo has now withdrawn their men from Finland as the possibility of Russian strike will be engaging soon. You see, fear not, for those who started the battle are now running away. But one thing is very important, that the circles of freedom cannot be benefited by mocking ourselves, and by so doing, we must engage ourselves to that very doorstep where everyone must help ourselves out. It has to be a game of choice. A whole literal polygamous. We must take ourselves very close and understand that the fight to restore Biafra continues without any question. And looking at what they have done so far, you can now admit that Simon Eba is the friend to the Finland president. No two ways about it. It has to be engaging. It has to be engaging in a proper order. Because where the story begins is where the story ends. We must complete ourselves theoretically in everywhere we place ourselves. And by so doing, everybody will get to see that one of the most important facts, one of the most important things is making sure that nothing spoils the whole energy that is already on ground. And that is why we must put ourselves together and understand for free that the words we try to imitate, things we try to push through, must be seen as what it should be seen. So, as we push onto this very wall of victory, let's don't get emotional. So, as we are now presuming and resuming the whole touches, we must help ourselves to monitor this whole background. And that is where victory will be announced. So for some of you still doubting, you can keep doubting, but no retrieve, no surrender. The Biafran stereotype has been released by the Russian president. Also, there's a big energy, big background story on everything we are doing. And by so doing, everything is now coming to realization where we must face for a fact one good turn deserves another. It all depends on the previous benefits. What matters more now is we must engage ourselves in every locomonial zone as struggles will continue to help out. It's just a question of time and everything will go its way. But one thing is well delivered. Until we learn the lessons that needs to be learned, then nobody will ever overhype the history of what we have. It's only going to take some time. Only some time. But let the storyline begin. Now, when we entered this zone where everyone must be considered as one big tune, we must remember everything they have told us. And that thing is what? Following the pathways in which we have never failed to follow. All throughout, games and winning, productions, without disrespect, everybody must understand this effectiveness of what must be told. And that's where the storyline lies. With this stereotype that has been released, Biafra can now boldly beat their chest and say to themselves, we have won a great battle. And this very battle that we have won started from international. So our forefathers did it outside. We are not doing it inside. We are not doing it inside. And now that we are doing it inside, everything is now becoming productive. Productive as knock. Nothing spoils the effectiveness of what we are doing. Because one good turn deserves another. Yeah. One good turn deserves another. And another good turn deserves better. So as we prolong ourselves to this very field, a supernatural effectiveness, everything must be seen as a way of not trying to impress anybody. And that is why I must say it, that this is the time to accomplish this whole severe productiveness. That is where the storyline begins. I can only judge you, Asaya Juju. Eju of my saga of my. Let's Biafra win.